Okay, let's see if we can get something else that's actually fun. Santa Claus Jr. Oh, wow. You know, I need to stop saying, let's see if we can get something else that's fun, or let's see if we can get 2 good games in a row. Because we never, ever do. It's always, but. Okay, so presumably that's Santa Claus Jr., then we have some spinning hearts, something which is locked, which is password, okay. Music and sound and scroll. Is this credits in the main menu? That's credits in the main menu. Oh my dear sweet lord. And wow, we don't even get like a separate options menu. It's main menu and options menu together in one. And sure, we'll take 3 hearts, why not? Ah, that's some Codemaster's twang there. Oh, okay. I was wondering if it was waiting for me to press the button, because that's the cutscene thing. I never know if it's waiting for me to hit the button or not. So that was a thing, I guess? Is this based on something? It's a European game, so... Santa Claus Jr. Oop, didn't mean to pause it. I probably just ended the cutscene there. TV movie in 2002. Oh, and there's apparently a version on Game Boy Advance as well. No, the TV movie in 2002 was live action and had Judd Nelson, George Wallace, and several other interesting people, so no, that had absolutely nothing to do with this. So this is just a thing that just came out of nowhere in Europe onto the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance. Aren't we lucky? So, yeah, basic of platformers here. We can jump. We picked up a present, can we... We can jump and we can cower. Can't actually attack. Oh, we can hit select to look around, because, you know... Okay, I've got to find out. Is the swinging log going to fall on me? No, it's... What? What? Oh, it's a bird cage. It's very hard to tell when it's... So it's not actually anything, it's just, again, in the background. Okay, we do have enemies. I was beginning to wonder... Let me just double check, make sure I didn't miss anything which might be something worth taking. Okay, can't actually go down there. And yes, we do have 3 segments of our health bar. Can we stomp on it? Okay, Santa Claus Jr. just straight up stomped a kitten into nothingness. Who's the real villain here, folks? I've just got to find out, was this actually made by Codemasters? Because that frickin' twang... I mean, it's in Europe, so it's entirely likely that it was made by Codemasters, or entirely possible, I should say. No, this was made by Neon Software GmbH, and released by Joe Wood Entertainment AG. Wow. Yeah, that's, that is, like, all of the wow possible. Okay, so we definitely have to go up there. I'm going to avoid stomping on more cats whenever I can. Just because I don't think that's a thing that the protagonist should be doing, especially when all they're doing is just kind of walking back and forth. Also, why are we taking the presents which are already there? Are we in the witch's house right now? Like, are we taking back the presents that were stolen? we were able to see a cat, which was a different color over there, up above. Dang it. Oh, and Christmas trees are save points, I guess. Or, well, continue points. Is there any more? Okay, I wasn't sure for a second if there was more land over there to land on or not. Also decided that I now do not care about finding all the candy canes and presents. I'm just gonna try and get to the exit of each level. Because now I'm kind of morbidly curious where else this game could go. I found a secret hidden bonus area. Yep, that's, hey, 1-up. I should be, you know, happy and excited, but I have 7 lives. Why do I, like, no, that didn't change my number of lives to, but, did changing it to 3 hearts, was that, like, the difficulty setting where I changed it to super easy mode and started with all of the lives and can't get any more, or... I wish I had answers to this stuff instead of just questions that, you know, can't really be answered by anyone because there is no FAQ for this game. There are cheats, however. Is that just passwords to... Okay, yes, that is passwords to reach level 2 and level 3. I don't know if there are more levels of the game and the guy or person getting passwords just said, fuck it, after level 3, or if there really are only 3 stages to this game. Like, maybe there's 3 levels and numerous stages per level, but... I don't know. I guess we already did clear a level and continued on, so... I would assume that that was not an entire stage that we completed then. Oh, I thought the star was a power-up there, but it is not, it is just decoration. And giant foxes on rooftops with fireworks. I thought that was a squirrel at first, the way it was standing and the fact that it was throwing nuts, but I just don't see that as being a squirrel with the way that sprite looks. It's definitely much more in the fox range. Henko? Heiko? The heck is that supposed to say? Oh, and now we have clouds blowing bubbles. Because that's a thing that... Wow. Like... I can understand a cloud in a game like this, a platformer, which goes around and drops lightning on you or rains on you, but... a cloud that blows bubbles. That, I have to say, is a first. I thought we might be able to climb on the pipes for a second there, but that's apparently not a thing. Also, if your bananas are neon, you probably don't want to eat them. That probably indicates that there's something incredibly wrong with them. Oops. That's what I get for looking over at the chat. Did not realize that the balloon had started moving. Well, none of the passwords I have yet gotten have matched the passwords listed at Game FAQs. I also still don't know the purpose of collecting candy canes, or presents, or anything. And... alright. Okay, good, we do have a pause. What? What? Okay, I can understand in a game like Adventures of Lolo, where you get yourself into a spot where you can't, you get yourself completely stuck. You include a kill yourself, start the stage over option. In a game like this, what the hell is the point? Also, it's nice to see a cloud, which is actually doing what you would expect a cloud in a video game to be doing. Also, I really do get the feeling that we did Marcelo and Gia. Are those people who worked on this game? Or... Also, that bird is like a bird head with wings and claws. Wow, this game. Like I said, it's just total morbid curiosity. I, by all rights, should have stopped playing this like 2 stages ago, but I would like to see very much now just what other hideous things this game has put together. And Jan and Ellen. Okay. Seems that the people who were making this game were bored enough to just include little love messages to each other or about each other, rather than, working on the game. Hey, it's a reindeer! And it's the crashed sleigh. Are we... Okay, we're just walking right by it, not caring. Kind of figured that would do something, but... What the frickin' hell is that? It's like a lizard with a mohawk that starts at its head and goes all the way down to its tail. Also, the twang has increased in, I don't even know, everything. In every way, the twang has increased. There's another purple dragon. Which is, breathing fire. At least that's appropriate. Well, it seems to be turned to stone to start off with, and then comes to life when we come near, so maybe some kind of gargoyle. And boulders now. Yeah, this northern European village seems to be insanely dangerous. And filled with wildlife beyond belief. And, living flames. Totally a thing as well. So we managed to skip an entire step of getting up here. Maybe we'll hopefully be able to skip another step somewhere else. Although it's looking like the odds of that are less likely at the moment. Kinda liking how much you can toe jump in this and, land on things in a game with good platforming and good hitboxes and, good programming you would probably not be able to land on. Hi, Bubble Cloud. Getting used to seeing your face. Can't imagine that this game goes on to very... Actually, I'm gonna just find out what does happen. Okay, so yes, we do have 7 actual lives. We are at the max number of lives somehow. Still don't know. The candy canes don't seem to be for restoring health. They're not ammunition. They're not anything. They're just a number being tallied. I'm guessing, Super Shade, that you were not around for, the game's title or the opening cutscene that happened. Considering that the name of the game is Santa Claus Jr., the quickest presumption to make is that it's Santa Claus's son. And I don't really think that, even in Europe, that they would make a game that opens up with Santa Claus being killed by a witch. Made to crash and having the presents stolen, sure. Outright killed, I don't think even Europe would do that. And then just to clarify entirely, Super Shade said that he guessed his guess of the story, hey, got another bonus area, was that you are a kid taking Santa's place after a wizard kills the actual Santa. And of course, going by the fact that he said wizard and not witch, means that he, in fact, was not around for that little opening story. And we're still at maximum lives. Of course, I don't even know if that is an actual 1-up or not. I don't know what any of the items that we were picking up are for. And... okay, is this cutscene, or is this game finished? I guess cutscene, but, okay. Still have not gotten a single password that matches with what's written on game FAQs, so I would assume that the passwords at least mark down how many candy canes and presents that you have. I like how this is a quieter and more church-like song, and yet it still has twang. I guess there was only so much they could do with the Game Boy Color sound chip. Yeah, I'll just grab that health. Probably not immediately necessary, but still good to be at higher health than lower. And Jurgen the Saint? I'll have to Wikipedia that, because I'm not familiar with that name. It's St. Jurgen Church. Okay, so who is St. Jurgen? I have absolutely no idea. Research is not coming up with anything which seems feasible, so carrying right along. Oh, and that gargoyle did not wake up. Don't know why. Maybe we jumped past his trigger spot. Or maybe these gargoyles just don't activate for whatever reason. Is that another hidden... Yep. Don't care this time. Really starting to find this game very tiresome, very... It's already run out of new things to do, and it's just repeating itself. Ever more moving platforms and balloons and spikes. Like, being a kid in Europe, I would not have been happy to get this game around Christmas time. Or any time. And suddenly it activates after I'm out of the stage. Also, I am now quite positive that whatever person it was that was getting passwords and putting them on Game FAQs stopped after those 3 initial stages and just gave right up, because I'm not seeing anything indicating, like, level 1, stage 1, or world 1-1, or the like. It's all just individual stages, and there's nothing whatsoever to indicate that, you know, there's ever going to be another world or level that we will reach. It's all just, you know, one big long thing, and incredibly likely that the person reached the 3rd stage and just stopped. I'm not even sure what these things are now that we're fighting. I kinda doubt that even the people that designed this know. They just started to put sprites together in whatever form they could muster and, you know, take the 5 minutes to draw. At least some things are still sensible. We can say, okay, there's a mushroom there, it's probably bouncy. And they do indeed not disappoint with that. Again, that's what I was saying, Beld. It's not giving us any indication from stage to stage that there would be, like, a World 1, a World 2, with these being individual stages inside of that world. And I think we've played enough that if there was a World 2 somewhere, that we would be reaching it, you know? Or we would have already reached it. And again, we've gotten passwords with every single stage, so why would they not give passwords at Game FAQs for every single stage? The thing with the highest probability of all is that they played the game to the 3rd stage, which was, you know, back in that village, and said, no, this is terrible, I am done, I am not going to do this anymore. Come on then. Kind of getting close to that I'm done point myself now. There's seeming to be very little reason to go on to, you know... Oh, there we go. Wasn't sure how to continue forward for a second there. It's just not a rewarding or enjoyable game by any means. Even if we had a basic attack, it would be that much more tolerable. But we don't. All we can do is jump on certain things. And with the kind of pathetic jump that we have, that's often not even an option, depending on where these enemies are. Yeah, okay, that's not worth going after. No, that's not even the direction we're supposed to go. Anytime this stage feels like ending, I would be really happy. We've definitely gotten to the point where it's just more than a little bit ridiculous with stage length and all of that other nonsense. Okay. How are you even Yeah, there's thorns there, and... Okay. No, that's just a bonus area. How then? That's where we came from. Can I, like... Oh. Okay. Now, once again, I'm a little bit uncertain of... Oh, okay. Ah, lovely. Thanks for that, Bubble Cloud. Hadn't seen you in a while. We've reached the right edge of the screen, so yes. Exit was not far. Yeah, I think I'm really reaching my I'm done point, because stages have ceased to be interesting in any way, and now it's just ever and more, just so much more repetitive, so much more lengthy and boring. And there's just nothing fun going on here. Also, these jumps are getting a lot more ridiculous now with what they expect you to be able to do. And we can't even stomp these enemies to get rid of them. We'll just see if we can find a quick end to the stage. Otherwise, I'm just really now completely uninterested in seeing the rest of this game, and whatever ridiculousness it may have remaining. Okay, so that's just another halfway point. So yeah, this has been Santa Claus Jr. It's really not been good in any way, shape, or form. I guess the sprite graphics, the animations, and backgrounds and such are pretty good, which is something at least. But other than that, it's just been... Yeah, it's just been pretty bad on all fronts there.